Hello there everybody and welcome back to another episode of An Ecologist Plays. My name is Will.
And I am Nick.
And we are playing a little bit of Dinkum, as you can see here. So we are back in Australian outback somewhere. Probably northern Australia, judging by the species that we have present. So last time we ended, we had Theodore more or less popping up. And he is now the guy that would want to start a museum in this little town of ours. So Nick, I believe you need to go speak to him to make sure that he actually agrees to come and say hello.
Yeah, Theodore.
So the idea is that we want to have as little impact as possible on the environment. And these weird trees right over here with the weird little spikes at the top there, they will actually not regrow if you chop them out. So we want to have as little impact on them as possible. They are in the Xanthorrhoeaceae family, or used to be Xanthorrhoeaceae family. I think it's back in the Asphodelaceae family now. They are grouped along with aloes, which we have in South Africa. They are grouped in that family, and they are in the Xanthorrhoea genus, I do believe they are. But they are relatively slow growing, I believe, and normally will have little succulent leaves at the tops of these stems. So in the game here, they do not produce any seeds if you chop them out, and therefore we are not going to damage them as far as possible. Right, so is Theodore agreeing to staying in our town yet?
Theodore wants to move in, but Fletch is telling me that we can't. We have too much debt.
Oh dear, okay, so how much debt do we still have?
I think 29,000 or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm going to donate 9,000 of the 11,000 I have, and then probably going to sell a whole bunch of creatures to the illegal pet trade here at John. Unfortunately, we are using this to fuel our start.
Yeah, let's see what I can sell as well.
Okay, and then I'm going to see, do I have the permit to actually start fishing? Fishing, I do have the fishing license, which means I'll be able to buy a fishing rod, because that is going to really help us.
Oh, I've got a fishing rod.
You do?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I can actually go fish as well.
Yes, you can. One of the best ways to actually generate money, especially at the start. So the insects, if you sell those, catch and sell those, yes, it will give you a nice bit of income to start with, but not nearly as much as fishing would actually do.
So we've got about 12,000 debt now.
Okay, that's not too bad. That is really not too bad. Okay, so I think I'm going to start here with the carp, because that is an exotic from Asia. And so I'm going to show you just normally how we catch fish, and then I'll show you how I catch fish in this game. So of course you have to wait for them to bite, and nibble, and then actually do that, and you click, and then you wait for it to finish struggling, and then you reel him in, and then you wait, it struggles, and then you reel him, and eventually you have your little fishy. Now the chances are that you are at some point going to break the line. So what I tend to do is I throw in, then bring it a little bit closer, and then when they bite, and nibble, bite, I just kind of pluck them out of the water. Which is very similar to what I did as a kid, when I was trying to catch a few little fish in the rock pools here in South Africa. I wasn't very keen on using a hook to catch the fish, because I felt, that injures the fish, and especially with the little rock pool fishies, I'm not going to eat them. They're just there, for fun. And these are the little blennies and rockfish and stuff like that I used to catch. And then I would just tie a little bit of a bait around a little fishing line, and then just throw that in the water, wait for the fish to actually swallow it, and then pluck them straight out of the water. And then in the process, they would just let go of the bait as well, or the moment they hit the ground, they let loose of the bait, and then, you can just release them again and try to catch them again. I missed the initial bite, unfortunately.
I tried what you are doing just now, and it's not that easy.
Yeah, you need to get it exactly right. But practice makes perfect. So we'll just again wait to see whether we can get a little thing here.
Should I cook the river bass first or sell it like that?
The river bass, I think, is worth 2,700 dinks raw and 2,800 dinks cooked. So I would, if you want that extra 100, cook it.
Don't you get 2 pieces?
No, you get only 1.
Oh.
This then being the river bass, and it turns out river bass are actually indigenous to Australia. They are also known as mountain trout, I do believe, even though they are not related to bass nor to trout. They are actually in a completely different family. But the carp that you are catching here, bottom feeders, they will be, well, they are mucking around in the mud, stirring up sediments, trying to get invertebrates and other detritus that are at the on the river bottom, or the river bed. Usually found in slower flowing waters, not really that common in fast flowing waters.
Okay, I've got 9,000 something from my fish.
Nice. I'm probably also going to get quite a bit of money with these river bass that I'm catching here. Beautiful color. It's really so nice to actually be able to see a little bit more about Australia's fish as well. And then, of course, you know, you've got the exotics like the carp that you can also catch, and you can have a little eradication program. So after our last episode, I did double check with the toads that we were eradicating, because I felt a little bit bad, to be honest, about me killing scores and scores of toads. Turns out there are no indigenous toad species in Australia. The only toad that occurs there is the exotic toad, the cane toad that was brought in. So there was no reason for me to actually feel bad.
Okay, so I paid our debt.
Oh, yay!
Do you have a specific place you'd like the museum to be?
Let's have a look.
Maybe here?
That could work. That could be quite nice here along the riverbank.
There. Yeah, because there's got to be more shops and stuff that can come more
in the central area over here, yes.
Yeah.
We can perhaps have a little plaza over here or do something along those lines.
Yeah.
But here's a little tip for you guys. If you want to actually make a little bit more money with the fish, things like the barcoo, grunter and carp are worth less than 1,000 dinks raw, but cooked they are worth a little bit more. 2,000 I think to start out with, and then later on as you get more and more, or as you get higher permits with the commerce, you get a 5% increase, 10% increase, and I think 15% increase in how much money you get per fish.
Oh, that's your motto. I just go for the traps and then I send the animals into the heavens.
Yes, I'm more the fisher person here. This is very interesting. It looks like we are getting 2 fish per cooked fish.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That is very, very interesting.
Maybe it depends on what species.
Yeah, I don't know, eh? I'm not sure.
I was just saying species.
Yes, so...
And I know you hate that.
That is one of my pet peeves, yes. So it's one of the things I teach my students the first time I see them, is that, yes, if you type in the word species in Microsoft Word, it's not going to pick it up as a spelling mistake, because there is such a term as species. And I was actually watching a video earlier today, where the term species was used correctly. Species is a collective term for coins. So all your coins in your wallet, that's your species. That's a species. Yeah, species of coins, collective term for coins. Whereas species, whether singular or plural, refers to an organism that can reproduce with another individual of its kind and produce viable offspring. Yeah.
At least I corrected my mistake.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I'm sorry, Mr. Professor.
Right, I will quickly harvest a few rocks. Now, these rocks are just standing like this. They are fine to harvest. But you see that one there, or that bunch of rocks there with the Tasmanian Devil in there, or the Bush Devil as they're called in the game. If you go and destroy all those rocks there, you actually destroy the spawn point of the Tasmanian Devil. And likewise, if you destroy the rocks that form the den of the dingoes, you also will destroy their spawn point and make that they are not able to spawn anymore.
Yeah, like me accidentally taking our Tasmanian Devils away in the other game.
Yes, but we have learned from our mistakes so that we don't make that mistake while we are in this game at least.
Yes.
So palm trees like these would technically not be providing true wood because they are monocotyledonous plants. They're not dicotyledonous plants. They don't have proper thickening of their stems, so they don't have true wood. Instead, their trunks consist of fibers that form this elongated stem of this so-called palm tree, even though it isn't technically a tree. Wood is made by the thickening of the stem as xylem and phloem, the vascular tissue of the of the plant is being made to the inside and outside of the vascular cambium. This is now plant studies, which I haven't lectured in ages, although I have moderated the exam papers of my first year students. So I'm a little bit clued up on that. But yeah, plant studies, I used to lecture it back in the day. But as the true trees, they actually have, and I forgot I need to chop down one more tree. True trees, like these blackwood trees in the distance, and even the wattles that we technically have, they have true wood that's made by the secondary growth, the thickening of the trunks. Anyway, roundabout way of saying that basically the palm trees are not true trees.
What would they use the palm tree fibers for, or is it not really for using?
Well, apparently you can use some of it for building. I guess it does depend on how you cut it and how you prepare it. I think it is a relatively soft wood. It wouldn't be as long lasting as, for example, the blackwood wood. But as far as I recall, it is used to some extent. I think it's easier to cut and to work with than things like eucalyptus wood and blackwood wood, which would be very tough to work with.
So much wood.
Yes. If I could stop, I would stop, but I could not stop, so I would not stop.
You had to, eh?
I definitely had to. I'm practicing for being a dad one day, okay? All my dad jokes.
I live with the guy. He practices a lot.
Yeah, please do feel sorry for Nick. She's got to experience all this whole day, every day. Alright, okay, you've got nice little paths to put down. I have managed to do my daily milestones, so that's great.
Hey, I have traps here.
Oh, you do?
I didn't even know that.
Ah.
I think I must still just make the actual trapping point.
Oh, yes, I think that was it, and we needed the copper axe for that.
I think so. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Okay, I think I have all my milestones sorted. Yes, I do. Brilliant.
Nails, hardwood plank, only 2 of them, and then palmwood, 2 of them. Okay.
Okay.
Did you place the palmwood to build the museum?
Yes, I have placed 5. There are 10 more, I think, in the chest.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, construction will start tomorrow. So we are sorted with that. Old Theodore over here will join our merry crew. In 2 days, I guess he will join us when it's built. Because here we are being chased, or I'm being chased by the cassowary, or so-called Weary Moo in the game here. We have had them, of course, in the live stream on this past Saturday in the Planet Zoo, where we had the little babies, which were quite cool. And there you could actually see it kicking at me, there we go, using its very sharp talons on its claws to actually try and rip me open. And there its other attack, charging headfirst at whatever it sees as danger to it or its chicks. Quite a cool bird. I really love them, and I love the inclusion of them in this game. Oh, here we go, into the water, a whole bunch of jellyfish coming here.
I found some bottle tree. Oh, you need to come with, because my axe is almost done.
Oh, okay. I will join you in a moment. But the fact that we've got Weary Moos in the game here, or the cassowaries in the game, that is what tells me that where we are is actually northern Australia, because they are along the northeast coast of Australia. That's where you could find the cassowaries in Australia. Otherwise, you'll find them in Papua New Guinea, which is, to the north of Australia. Okay, so I will chop down the bottle tree for you.
Yeah, I just need two pieces of wood.
Okay, so I'll chop down this. It really does look like a baobab.
It does, hey?
Trying to think, even the leaves look palmately compound, which basically means that they've got a little stalk. Each leaf has a little stalk, and then a whole bunch of leaflets coming off that stalk, like your fingers from your hand. Interesting. I will have to double check, but this really reminds me of a baobab, especially the swollen stem.
Yeah.
And baobabs you do find in Africa. You've got one species in Africa, the Adansonia digitata, the African baobab, and then you've got, I think, 6 of them in Madagascar. I'll have the correct number down below. And then I think 1 of them in Australia as well. So those are the areas within which you can find them.
Did you chop one?
Yes, I did. I've got 3 wood for you.
Awesome. Let the poaching begin.
So, thankfully in the game here, I feel a little bit better with the fact that it's not truly poaching.
No, it's not. It's science.
It's for research. They are catching the animals and taking them to the animal research facility. Not sure what they're doing to them there and how ethical it is, but, you know, they take them there.
Well, they are back every morning, so I guess they just, you know,
catch and
do
release.
some tests.
Make sure that there are no diseases in the population, stuff like that.
Maybe they taste some creams and lotions and things, and then they come back.
Right, I am, of course, harvesting all the cactus figs, all the prickly pear figs, for a number of reasons. First of all, when starting out, I like using this to regain energy. Secondly, if I take out all the cactus figs, then birds can't disperse the seeds all over the place, so it prevents it technically, you know, from invading the area, because like the carp, the prickly pear here does not come from Australia, it comes from Mexico in this case, whereas the carp comes from Southeast Asia. So I'm trying to prevent invasion by all kinds of exotic species in our game here.
Yeah, we also have a dislike for the prickly pear, because here by us they also get dispersed. Is it the prickly pear
Yes.
that's underneath the
telephone poles,
telephone
yes.
poles? Yeah.
Yes. So my one supervisor, when I did my practical here, and here are your 3 timbers there, my dear.
Thanks.
My supervisor and her husband, they did a study on where on earth do the prickly pears establish, and they found that they very often do establish under telephone poles, because the crows that we have here, and dear, I brought you something.
Oh,
We brought you some flowers.
beautiful flowers.
You can plant it.
Lovely, thank you.
Yes. But yeah, so as I was saying, the crows, they eat those prickly pear fruit, and then they actually disperse the seeds all over the place. And they have their nests in the telephone poles. And then, of course, you know, they drop their seeds, they poop out the seeds there, and those seeds then germinate under the telephone poles.
Where shall we put our trapping device?
Well, we are, I assume we are going to constantly trap the devils here, the bush devils here behind us.
Oh, yes.
So let's say we have been sent out to actually come and monitor the Tasmanian devil population, because there is, I believe, actually a virus outbreak affecting the actual Tasmanian devils in the wild. So let's say that we are here to make sure that these bush devils here in the game are healthy and are not being affected by diseases. So we're doing it for a good cause. We are constantly trapping the bush devils. We're sending them off to make sure that the population is or consists of healthy individuals. It therefore means it's our duty to catch as many as we possibly can. As I'm just standing here doing very little, Nick is out in the distance there, hopping around all over the place, getting the attention of the bush devils.
Oh, there's one swimming.
Right, so the bush devils here, along with the kangaroos or the jackaroos in the game here, hello, they are marsupials, meaning that they don't have a placenta
Run, Forrest, run.
when they are pregnant. Instead, the babies are born kind of premature, and there we go, off he goes. Babies are born premature and then spend their lives in the pouch of the mother. Okay, run, Forrest. Here he comes. Fire. Miss. Ah,
They're
yes.
not so good with aiming.
Of course, Tasmanian Devils known for being fire-breathing. There you go. 2 sent off for the examination to make sure that they are all healthy. And Nick is going to get quite a bit of money from the animal research facility for that. Well, I'm in any case ready to go to sleep.
I'm in bed.
You're already in bed. Okay, I will join you now. There we go. Of course, catching so many fish, my fishing has gone up to level 3.5 technically. Mining is up to level 9. And there we go. Foraging is now level 10, which means I'll be able to make us some copper axes.
Awesome.
Yes, indeed. Once I have the permit, of course, which I should be able to get.
Okay, let's see how much I made from these guys. 12,000 each.
Wow, that is awesome. Okay, so 12,000 each Nick got there. That is amazing. Okay, so I've got my logging license level 2, which means I can make us the copper axe.
So we can't even get a bulletin board until our date is paid.
Okay, well, I should be able to help pay that off. I'm just grabbing our old, axes, that's what I need. The 2 old axes over here. And making us 2 copper axes, which will now allow us to actually chop down the hardwood trees. Okay, how much debt do we have? Oh, 94,000. Okay, I will also donate 30,000. And then I will pay it off by fishing.
I'm just sending some bush devils up to the heavens.
Okay, cool. Off to research. This game is so relaxing. I'm just chilling here, catching fish by the river. Minding my own business. Not a care in the world.
I'm just being chased.
Yeah, you're like the exact opposite. You live for the danger.
And the fireballs.
Oh, hello there, Weary Moose. I did not realize I was that close to the Weary Moose. To the Cassowaries. Oh, fine. If you want to become dinner, come and get me.
So, can you bring me back a drumstick, please?
I will do my best. It's a little bit pokey. And he's going to kick me. Oh, miss. Haha. There we go. I have got a giant drumstick now for you.
No, I need a regular one.
Oh, you should have said that earlier. I've killed a cassowary for nothing now.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Let's go kill a turkey.
Yeah, or I can find a turkey quickly.
Actually, do you need a raw one or a cooked one?
John wants a cooked one.
A cooked one. I've got 3 cooked ones already. So we're not going to kill the turkey unnecessarily.
You're being chased.
Yes, by cassowary. Weary moo again. I see you coming here in the background. Hello there.
Yeah, I'm coming from a drumstick.
Are you coming for your drumstick?
Leave my husband alone.
Leave Nick alone.
Leave him.
Ah! I'm just going to cook myself some apples so that I can heal. Because you know what they say, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. But a few cooked apples a day will make you heal from any attack. I'm paraphrasing, but you know. What I do also have is I have the seeds of the blackwood tree. So we can start a little plantation out here somewhere.
Or you can give it to me and I can make the town look pretty.
But I've got a plant for the daily quest.
Okay.
These are my trees.
I'll find my own one.
I will make my special trees grow here. Here we go.
You guys must see how beautiful spring is in this game.
Oh, yes. Especially after the blooming spring update. Oh my word, it's gorgeous. Of course, soon Nick and I will be doing this game, live streaming it. And we've got one more Planet Zoo live stream left. That'll be, well, tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. And Nick, I've got 2 blackwood seeds here for you to beautify the town with. And then next week we are going to still have 1 episode of Dinkum, and then we're actually going to live stream that, I believe, next Saturday, all going well.
Yes, excited.
Yes. I told Nick today I can't wait to actually live stream this game with her.
Yeah, because we love this game.
It really is so much fun.
And we also said that we should one day live stream Grounded as well.
Yes, yeah, just us playing
just
Grounded. So at some point you'll get some kind of notification going, An Ecologist Plays is live streaming Grounded, and that just means that Nick and I are playing Grounded, and if you want you can pop in there. It's not going to be a fully scheduled thing as like the Saturday one, but we will be playing Grounded, because that's also, I think that's where we started playing, really properly playing together, survival games.
And we make a mean team in Grounded.
Oh yeah, whenever we play games we make a mean team.
We do.
Like we actually started with Borderlands, but then we really got up and running with games with Grounded. I am going to, I think, get us the brewing license.
Oh nice, yeah.
So that we can get the Billy Kit.
Yeah, we need that.
Yes. Yes. So, where do we want it, my dear?
I think here. This is the production line. The production line.
Okay.
Yeah, and on this side as well. So this is our working area.
Okay. Like there, or a little bit in still?
No, that's fine. Because we're going to have at least 3 or 4 next to each other, yeah.
There we go. 10 flowers going in, and there you can make a nice little wattle brew, which is very good for energy. And you can also then make things like banana jam and kwandong jam and all kinds of jams.
And bottle brush tea.
And bottle brush tea, which is good for your health. All kinds of things. And later on, you can make coffee as well. But that is very, very far down the line. In spring, we'll be able to make some coffee. But I think that is where we are going to be calling it a day, eh?
Probably have to.
Yes, for now. We'll be back again next week then with another episode of An Ecologist Plays, where Nick and I will be playing some more Dinkum, and then of course we'll be doing the live stream as well. Whee! That was a very nice high jump there.
Look at me go.
Oh, levitating, Nick.
I was on your head.
I see.
I'm sitting on your head. Can you see that?
I saw that. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Of course, I'll be streaming again tomorrow. Feel free to come and join me then between 7 and 11 South African time. Until then, everybody, stay safe. We will see you all soon.
Bye.
Bye.